Hello and welcome everyone, this is Blackadder at Blackadder's Place. Welcome to today's stream. We are gonna be, of course, on Monday, continuing with Heroes of Might and Magic 1, a strategic quest, and we are already getting into the 7th mission, which should be the penultimate for the Ironfist campaign, which is pretty much like the canon campaign. I have been looking a bit on how the campaigns are, because there are 4 of them in total. In the campaign you can see you play Lord Ironfist, Lord Slayer, Queen Lamanda and Lord Alamar. So basically they are having the same missions, there is just one extra that you don't play if you are playing the certain guy or gal in there, but otherwise everything is pretty much the same. And kinda like the canon one is obviously the one where Ironfist is gonna be winning, based on of course the knowledge of the other games in there. So, 8 missions in total, we are gonna be right now in the 7th. And well, then we're gonna be having to think if you're gonna be playing the others as well. Because yet again, it's gonna be the same mission, just played in rather from different position. From different castle and for different civilization. And there's one mission extra. And that, of course, is gonna be like defeating Lord Ironfist with the other guys there. But yeah, well, the canon is definitely the first one with the Ironfist, where he wins and becomes the king and everything. So that's the one that is most important for our story mode run with Erathia and Enroth story mode. Okay, so let's not... yeah, old game into campaign. And it's gonna be scenario in 6. So Castle Alamar. The Warlocks castle lies shrouded in the smoky volcanic rift. To reach Lord Alamar's home castle in the extreme southeast, you must wander through the Minotaur maze. It's fairly similar to the last mission, is it? We also had a bit of a maze. The Warlocks are overconfident and not expecting an attack, so sure are they that none can navigate the maze. Gargoyles have been seen to dissuade invaders from the true path. Okay, extreme southeast. That's gonna be where the castle is. So you're gonna be starting somewhere like northwest, I guess. No, yeah, exactly. It's apparently gonna be fairly similar, yet again gonna be having 2 opponents this time around here. So how well built up are we? Rather well, pretty much the same as in the last mission. So keeping my horses to begin with, yeah, having plenty of resources as well to start the game on. You're gonna be having whom? Embraced Knight. Very standard skills. And what kind of spells do we have? Bless and Slow. It's actually quite a good combination to begin with. It's not too bad. Let's get also a few pikemen, I guess, here. And what do we have? We have a few horde of peasants here, so maybe we could be getting that and then depositing them into the castle and seeing if the sprites won't be wanting to join. Exactly like that. And here, well, we're gonna be needing plenty more extra resources. You at least do have actually the archers here, the same as in the last mission. It's a reasonably long turn. Looks like you might be having maybe a few more castles around. That's a really long turn. Okay, so if this is gonna be repeating in through like all the rest, then it's gonna be fairly interesting actually. Right now listening to the sound seems to be a bit louder, at least to me here. So if it is like too loud or something, please let me know. If it's like obfuscating the voice or something. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough gems for that, or crystals, so I guess you can be getting at least the mage guilds. Haste and lightning bolt, that's actually rather excellent. I'm thinking maybe you could be even getting a second hero just to collect the things faster. And yes, there's the wood. So we don't have anything else here, so I don't think I even need to be spending on the third guild. I mean, like, we already do have pretty good spells on the third level. There's nothing all that important there. Maybe like teleport though. Yeah, let's do it. Screw that. Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not getting anything good. Storm and identify hero. Probably not gonna be that extremely important. So what kind of hero do we have here? We have Arturius or Hector. Both have served us well in the past, but otherwise they're the same. 40 and 3, 37 and 4. He's a bit more archers. Let's get Arturius. Oh, the Hector. It's exactly the other guy. Oh well, I memory. Oh yes, boots of movement speed, nice. Nice indeed. It's gonna be about time, I'm guessing, to get back to town a bit. So that we can get reinforcements exactly day 7. And I don't want to be spending the 5,000 right now on Atlantium, it's not gonna be helping too much. Hey Retris, I really don't understand what's like... what is this talk like all about all the time? I mean, like... at this point I'm thinking it's just trolling. Because just like... yeah, they just cannot be real. This long. Talking about it all the time. Yeah, we turn undead. I mean, like, that's probably not too helpful here. Let's give you some XP. We're gonna be having the Wolfies and apparently Shipwreck with some ghosts a bit later. Okay, so let's buy up right now the unit so that we see how much money do we have. 6,400. We're gonna be having next turn kinda enough for the swordsman, so I think you can be going for the castle here already. Alright, so let's buy up everything else. We're gonna be leaving just the peasants here. Gonna be having all the spells that we can, and probably don't need to be even picking up anything else. Just go after the sprites, or shall we just head to the bottom? Yeah, let's kind of make a bit of a circle if we can. So go for these. Okay, the one on the right side first. Yeah, in a bit better position here. And yes, they exactly want to join. Oh, 44 of them. That's a good number. So I'm thinking this might be joining as well. Looking at apparently plenty of graveyards here. So almost as if there was some kind of necromancer on this in these parts of the map. But not really. We have only a Warlock. At least the turn target is slightly faster, so it seems like he's kinda like normalized, and these guys don't want to be joining, that's a bit weird. Yeah, they decided to fight in the end, while their friends from before actually still continue fighting. With us right about now. Thank you very much for hosting it. Hope you're gonna be having some fun with Heroes of Might and Magic today, and maybe some other games as well. As for example, on Wednesday we have Always Age of Mythology, on Thursday and having usually some old school RPGs. So far we are playing Diablo for the past few weeks. We're gonna be continuing this week as well. And that is only a village. Okay, I was just for a moment thinking that might be actually even the opponent, because it's already the Warlock down here. Yeah, no wonder. This is the original Heroes of Might and Magic, the first one. It's 1990. Whoa, right now 4 or 5. I have a slight feeling it's 1994. I'm not entirely positive. 2 is I think in 1996. As Heroes of Might and Magic 2, and Heroes of Might and Magic 3, that was 98 if I remember correctly. Or is it a bit later? I think it's 8, or somewhere along those lines, but nonetheless, yeah, I used to be playing basically all 3 of them. Not much the first if I remember correctly, a bit of the second, and then jumped into the third one, and that I have played religiously over the past 20 years. That is an excellent game. Played also 4. That was quite respectable as well. I had my share of fun with it. But the newer ones that were made by Ubisoft, that's not entirely my cup of tea. They left the world into a different one. They started making changes from like how it was, rather how the game was before, and didn't really enjoy like all of them, all the changes they did. I've played beta of Might and Magic 7, Heroes of Might and Magic 7. That was kinda like alright-ish, considering the previous parts, but still I don't think it actually holds up that extremely well, up to like the best of the 3 of course. There is a pretty good reason why 3 is considered the very best by quite a solid portion of people and players. Yeah, definitely. It just really, if you think about quality of timelessness in a gaming world, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 is definitely it. And if you enjoy 2 and 3, have you actually heard about the mod, the Succession Wars, the conversion of Heroes of Might and Magic 3 into Heroes of Might and Magic 2? So basically Heroes 2 in Heroes 3 engine. Pretty great thing. I think I have still command here in chat from when I was streaming it before. H3 SV. Yep. So you can be potentially looking at the mod there. That's really excellent and definitely recommend it. I have a video of it on my YouTube if you're interested as well. I have played some 2 missions there for stream, and it's really great. Just basically like the character, the colorfulness, overall the atmosphere and the graphics of Heroes 2, and basically into the quality of life changes in Heroes 3. It's really good match. Damn good match indeed. Okay, definitely recommend it. And I'm thinking that the nostalgia could be hitting you even like just by looking at the mod and looking at all of those pictures of how it's done and such. So maybe just looking at the mod DB is gonna be enough to prompt you to get it. Yeah, I think we are actually solidly built up. Right now I'm just waiting for the extra resources, right? Yeah, we don't even have any gems and stuff. You're gonna be stuck for a moment. Okay, so I'm kinda liking to go with you a bit back. You can see that's gonna be... I think it's increasing defense, that glove. As I want to be depositing somewhere the centaurs. That I can potentially pick up other guys that might be wanting to join us. And we're already at day 7, so it's gonna be actually quite opportune. So leaving these here and just... Yep, buying all the new army that we can. This is actually a pretty good artifact. If I remember correctly, this is scroll that gives you quite a lot of knowledge. Lots of griffins, or we can be going for the gargoyles. Let's probably head for the gargoyles, because they do have the boots of speed there. It's gonna be really helpful. That will be quite helpful here. I'm probably gonna be just right now shadowing him with Ector, so that he can be picking up exactly those reinforcements that he might be getting somewhere. Ambrose? Yes, Ambrose. As always has to be getting used to the names, because in every mission they're different. You don't have any hero like carrying over, like you do in the later campaigns, if in, for example, Heroes of Might and Magic 3. And yes, they are traitors through cause there. And 2000 for this, yeah, we definitely do want to do that. That's a good investment. No crystal mine, actually, that's nicely positioned. That's rad, nice. But I'm also looking at right here at the gold mine. Several hydras is slightly interesting, like 6 or 7. But I'm thinking with what we have, the 13 horses, and having lightning bolt as a spell, that might be manageable. I mean, like, we are not a bad hero at this point already. 4 attack skill is pretty decent. And extra defense. Okay, so probably can leave the treasure chest here. So let's gonna check what's below. There's some kind of fight. Doesn't seem so. So what next? No, I kinda like now looking probably to just clean up the left part here, just to get the scroll. It's gonna be also about like day 7 to get into the town and get more reinforcements again. So it seems to me that the timing could be just right. And yes, they do want to join. 21 Griffins is actually a really good army. That's not bad at all. Let's gonna check and scout here to the bottom to see if we need to be going there. I mean, like, you're probably gonna have to, but question is, how the map is gonna be, like, designed. If it's gonna be anything like the last one, and they're gonna be through with the maze, then it almost feels to me that this is not gonna be accessible directly. And you're gonna have to go through some kind of, like, brutality through the top, like that way, like some kind of snake. You come across the remains of an ancient druid, bones yellowed with age peer from the ragged folds of her robe. Searching the robe, you discover a scroll hidden in the folds. How can we tell that's actually a her? I mean, like, is he kind of some kind of doctor? He can actually tell by the bones that it's a woman? I guess so. Maybe he has some kind of mage that can tell. Probably gonna be some more reasonable explanation in the world here. Actually getting a lot of money now. And a free mine for sulfur. That's slightly unexpected. Apparently sprites are not wanting to join this huge army. Slightly luckily from them, it seems like the knights are gonna be completely blocked. That's really great. Bit unfortunate position in there. Potentially saved one of the guys there, one of the archers. If he kind of thought a bit more ahead with the swordsman and the pikeman. But the Eval did not, so therefore losses were incurred. So Dispel Magic, Curse Protection. No, that's kinda not bad, especially Dispel Magic could be helpful. And as they are walking along the narrow path, a nearby bush suddenly bursts into flames. Before your eyes, the flames become the image of a beautiful woman. She holds out a magnificent sword to you. Oh, thank you, mysterious woman. +3. Oh, that's actually incredibly good. Usually you are having just +1s. And this is +4 knowledge, so we are getting incredibly good artifacts here. It's almost as if they were preparing for something really nasty. You can see all those houses here for the peasants, and the mill. And unfortunately they want to fight. I was hoping they might want to join. To be a whole lot better use of them, obviously. And this should be, I think, only one defense, so not plus the last thing. Yeah, and so far it seems to me that this is really gonna be like a maze, as they said at the very beginning in the description of the mission. So this is gonna be having entrance somewhere in the top right corner, or some kind of nonsense like that. And that's also why the AI turns are getting slightly quicker, because he has already collected everything that he could have. You encounter the infamous Black Knight. After a grueling duel ending in a draw, the Knight, out of respect, offers you a pair of armored gauntlets. Thank you, Mr. Black Knight. So that is +1. Yeah. Sunspell power. It's not too bad. Okay, so that's another gate out. I'm thinking we're just gonna be making a bit of a circle to Warlock here. And I'm just gonna be scouting with you around slightly. It's a bit unlucky. I was hoping maybe you could be making some kind of shortcut there. It's the shortest way through the top anyway. So I might just circle like this, and there are so many chests here. It's really as if they are preparing us for something damn nasty. I mean, like, they're probably expecting that he's gonna be getting a lot of dragons, and therefore you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Which might be really viable, because the dragons are damn nasty beasties. And if he's gonna be collecting them quickly, then he might really be screwed. And having to play the map differently, like rush it in a way, wouldn't completely surprise me if there was some kind of hiccup like that along the way. How is having the tongue out or something? It seems like the Minotaur. No, not good. It's gonna be extra losses, unfortunately. But at least we get another town, and we're gonna be building up it again, and right off the bat, because we do have plenty of resources and money and everything. And on the left we do have actually a few things to collect here still, so I think we're gonna be doubling back. Collect a few of those. Should be under +1 defense, that helmet. And this then is gonna be apparently the entrance into the maze, so yeah, it's not like in the toppest corner, but still a solid corner here indeed. And nonetheless, so I'll just collect the mines here in the meantime. It's gonna be, that's for ore. And what do we have? We have Nest and Crypt. For maze we need Crypt. Okay, so that's missing resources. The gems? No. Did we already build here? We must have. Okay, so this must be still the same turn that we actually built here. The castle. I just got confused here for a bit. Astrologers proclaim month of Bumblebee. And some rogues, it's gonna be fine. It's usually just a small ambush. So far we haven't met anything that would be like really nasty and bad. So let's let them come a bit closer. And we get the Defender Helm, which is exactly plus some defense. Right now we are getting really good. 7 and 8. Even the 6 knowledge because of the scroll is pretty good. So quite happy right now with our hero. And the boat, well, probably slightly later. We will definitely have to deposit the archers somewhere else. As we just fodder for the ghosts there. And we definitely don't want that. What's the day? Day 1, unfortunately. Okay, so it doesn't matter. I was just looking if maybe you were kinda close, you could be getting rather the Hydras from the swamp. They are significantly more powerful. Because of how small the battlefield is, the area of effect and area attack all around them is really quite nasty. Just block them here. They need to be exactly attacking, for example, the horses. They seem to be really liking going after the horses. It almost feels to me that they are having 2 chances. And first is going for the weakest unit. And if that is not available, then they are gonna be going after the best unit. Almost feels that way most of the time. And walking through the ruins of an ancient walled city, you find the instrument of the city's destruction, an elaborately crafted ballista. And it's gonna be allowing us to shoot with catapults twice, which is really rather useful as well. I mean, you can straight go for the Black Tower. I think we should. Even though this is right now depleting our gold reserves. Just basically we need to be not forgetting about dragons. I need to be stockpiling them. Because, as I said a bit earlier, I'm thinking that might be key to this game. Counter the opponent's dragons. Now that is pretty great. It's gonna be allowing us to clean up all the woofies to the top and therefore probably have 0 losses. Because otherwise they will be definitely getting into the archers there. And for 2000, yeah, it's kinda nice. We do have the money for that. So the extra luck in combat can be coming in handy. Okay, so let's also stop here. That's, I think, the turn undead shrine. If I haven't confused anything. and right now let's not buy it. Let's keep the money. So turn on that here. We need to be right now wasting a bit of time because otherwise you'll be here too soon. So let's check out this one. There is for slow. That's basically extra charge for that. I have really a high amount of graveyards here. Look at that. I mean, like 1, then 2, 3, 4, like 4 graveyards here. It's almost as if like there was a kind of plague here. It's really strange slightly. Okay, so you can collect this, but I don't think we actually have an army for potential ambush on the artifact. So we'd have to potentially only risk it and run away. That we could do. That's a pretty good hero, I don't want to be using him too much. At the same time, it would be also 2,500 gold lost for having to rebuy him, so I'm not all that keen on that. So let's pick this up and probably wait until I have a few more guys. Just in case there really was a fight here. Okay, so it's gonna be the last day. Do we have, by some luck, already 20 gems? No, we don't. And by gems I mean crystals. We are only 16. I'm just looking if maybe we could be finally getting the cathedral for the paladins. And we go the mongoose. Okay, that's the last resource, Alchemist Lab. And let's then buy up everything that you can here. It's gonna be basically double pop. I wonder if I even want the spearman too much. Actually, don't think I want that many of them all that much. Let's buy it. Let's just basically play on the numbers here. We don't have anything else that we need to be taking care of here, I think. We're not grave robins, so therefore we are not gonna be coming after the graveyards. So let's probably now drop off the archers and have a look into the ship. Yeah, right now pretty much those spikemen should be cannon fodder. That is a waste, but well. And now you get even second attack. That's really useless. Defense skill, we find money. Much more importantly though, we are gonna be finding back of gold for 750 per day. It's really great. So quite happy about that. And right now let's also head there, or first we're gonna be picking up the guys here. And then leaving them here before we exactly head into that last ship. So probably not buying anything either, just want to be having enough money for buying the second castle up, and that's a lot of units there. Because we haven't bought a single one from that one yet. And therefore, we want to be having all the horses, 23 horses, holy damn. It's really good. And as many archers as possible, I guess you're gonna be depositing them here again. But at 50 horses already. That's... whoa. It's a very good army. That is a very good army indeed. Okay, so I'm thinking that pretty much everything is collected. He just two things at the top, which we are gonna be trying to collect right after. So I'm thinking you can right now go somewhere here into the castle, and we can build up the mage guild here at least ever so slightly. What kind of day do we have? Day 4. So I'm thinking we can afford day 4. No, we cannot. Day 5, 6, 7, it's gonna be only 3, so we cannot actually afford to buy the second level, because I want to be already having the Crusaders. So we cannot buy the second level, unfortunately, here. At least you get Bless. It's still pretty good. So let's right now buy the Cathedral here. Just so that we don't forget. I'm really liking our chances now with the 50 horses, because that's a really excellent army. I'd be also glad if he could be getting a few more spearmen, or other spearmen, those swordsmen, because they do have really good defense. Pretty good, and overall even the attack skill is quite solid. So they're pretty good units. That's, I'm thinking, for magic, yeah, for spell power. Caster's Bracelet of Magic plus 2 spell power, so you're getting really good stats at this point from the artifacts. Becoming rather powerful. And of course, keeping the dragons going in. Yeah, at this point let's buy everything. There's no point in delaying anything that, like, for whatever reason. It's not really much of a reason for that at this point. Okay, let's check if maybe there isn't some kind of hero that went through the opponent's hands. Maybe it could be interesting to us. So far we don't see that guy anywhere nearby, so let's check out the top here. having just a little thought at the back of my mind that maybe that could be something that might want to join with us. Apparently they don't want to. Okay. Hopefully those two won't be having enough damage to kill us. Single horsey. Nice. Nice, 0 losses fight. A clumsy giant has killed himself with his own flail. Knowing you have superior skill with this weapon, you confidently remove the spectacular flail from the fallen giant. Yeah, that's exactly the reason why, actually, apparently, flails weren't that common weapon in the medieval period, because they're just highly unpredictable, where the chains and balls at the end of them are gonna be bouncing off you. So they were also quite dangerous to the wielder himself, rather than only the target, the intended target there. How is it called? Flail of Dominion. Yeah, there are a lot of things of Dominion here in this game. Blind! Now that's a very good spell. That's one I can definitely be getting behind. So what to do with you? Probably just 6 paladins right now. It's not a high enough number yet, so I'm thinking gonna be keeping the pikemen as cannon fodder so far still. Swordsmen and these. And archerinos. Oh well, screw that, let's buy everything. So 5 horses, next probably all the archers, because they're gonna be dying quickly, and then all the swordsmen that we can get. Okay, so how much time do we have? He's gonna be having to go back down here anyway, so we do have a few extra turns still. So you can stay in your position to wait for the reinforcements still. And yes, good forethought that I didn't attack with the other hero. There was an ambush, so you have to be running away from this battle. And we went to waste a lot of money. Pretty good. That's actually gonna be lossless. That luck into the morale definitely helped in making sure that none of them are gonna be reaching the archers. And upon defeating the rogues, you search their corpses and discover the mage's ring of power. Nice, +2 spell power. Right now at 7. I mean, really dangerous stats. Dangerous for the opponents. An opponent, rather. There's only one guy here. Okay, so you're gonna be there, already heading to the bottom. Okay, so we need all ready to go. Let's get as many swordsmen as we can. So number of towns is the same for both. He's having 2, I'm having 2 as well. Actually 3. Sorry, 3. Yeah, we have 3 and here as well. Okay, so we might be having a rather massive number of dragons, or at least even like the Hydras will be really problematic. It's gonna be kinda curious to see if he's gonna be splitting his units, because that might be important for finishing the mission in this first run. Because otherwise I'm from the start having a bit of a feeling maybe this might be the one we will have to replay and kinda like rush the opponent before he has too many units. But well, we'll see still. You can see total army strength better for him. So everything better for him apparently. And are we gonna be stopping by the Warlock castle? Because there's blind there. Blind. We need it. I'm happy thinking we might actually use it. We do have high knowledge. It could be helpful in that way. We can right now go back. Unfortunately, just one turn shy from getting a 3rd level here. But this is already kinda solid enough, so don't think we need to be and wanting even to be waiting here too long. So let's just not. Okay, so come to us, guys. No, that's a bit unlucky here, but nonetheless, they wouldn't be able to reach behind anyway, so it's alright. One cavalry dead. But that's still kinda fine. That's like the first loss of a cavalryman here. And, well, where do we want to go now? Probably doesn't matter too much, we'll just go to the top here. It's probably gonna be quite a long walk-in. We do have at least the boots for the faster speed, but the swamp is gonna be certainly slowing us down. So what kind of hero do we have here? Still the same, Barbarian, Craighag, and Latona. Let's see next week, I guess. Maybe there's gonna be a Warlock hero. Probably gonna have to be having still anybody, like, catching after us. So that we can be depositing onto it, onto that hero. The other units. Okay, so there's the Warlock, Vesper. There's also Maximus from Mighty Magic 3. Okay, let's get Vesper. He's the Warlock. Now, what does actually Warlock have as the team bonus? Or rather, as the hero bonus? Right now I don't remember. Knights do have the morale bonus. I think that Sorceress does have like the movement speed on water or something. Yeah. Demon Cave, not really. Not interested in that nonsense at all. Right now thinking that we're gonna be just keeping the crystals. So that we can find some more somewhere in the maze. And build us the 2nd cathedral. Several hydras. And those actually want to fight. Yeah, I'm gonna be coming to the hydras as well, but I will be trying to see if maybe they want to join. Can certainly see an opportunity for that. I'm gonna be probably just blocking them here. So just skip it. So maybe there's some kind of, not glitch, but maybe some kind of omission in the script, and the first ones actually wanted to join. And all the rest so far they don't. So maybe even the first ones shouldn't have been joining. Plenty of obelisks here. So it seems that we're gonna be having some kind of opportunity for a special treasure as in the last map as well here. Well, what we also do know is that he's not really traveling anywhere too much. With all of these weak units, we definitely don't want to be fighting a horde. Oh. And apparently that's gonna be on every stop. That might be... no. Might be a little something. It's gonna quicken this up, I guess. I'll stay here. It's gonna be interesting with all the ghosts there. But I definitely want to be getting the obelisk. Maybe kind of a secondary quest or something for us. No, unfortunately they don't want to be joined. That would be quite a nice unit to be getting. They're fairly slow, so I don't even want to be going for them too much. Yeah, it's not helpful, so let's position you top to block them slightly more. They didn't even kill a single one. That's a bit of a surprise to me. Probably due to high defense skill that we have. Okay, so we don't need to be going down there. That can be left to you. A lot of peasants this year around, it seems. Shall we go for the ghosts? I guess so. Let's just deposit the archers with you. And go for the first ghost here. This is gonna be taking a long time to get through all of this. Not gonna be probably too challenging. But just because of the swampland and everything, it's gonna be taking a long time on a lot of turns. I'm definitely liking that in this campaign, basically all the turns are considered for like one huge quest. So you can see right now on month 26, week 1, day 2. So we are already playing for more than 2 years in this world. It's kind of a nice little detail that I noticed in the last mission, if I remember correctly. Oh well, plenty of ghosts, really. Something hidden? Doesn't seem so. Okay, so they're gonna be apparently right now upping up the stakes. So I'm thinking we should be probably already using some spells at least here. No, Blinding Ghost is probably not gonna be working too well. Turn Undead, what does it do? Instantly sends a group of ghosts back to the grave. Okay. Oh, and group as in this way. Well, that's actually interesting. Okay, let's block them. So that instantly actually gets rid of a whole batch. That's rather cool. That's actually quite lucky that we do have that spell. Or maybe it's not lucky, maybe it's on purpose. Maybe it was in purpose positioned into the shrine there. Probably should. Yeah, just to keep the numbers up, I guess. At the same time, at this point, it's not that dangerous. We're gonna be fighting a lot of them, so let's keep it for like first turn always, I guess. Yeah, it was well played, kind of. Tactically there. Pretty good XP on top of that as well, though. Even some kind of lava field there. So right now I wonder if the top side is gonna be somehow connected to the bottom side of the maze. Because I will be right now liking to know what is exactly the way, because I mean, like, coming back here, oh well, that's gonna be one hell of a problem. Yeah, let's so far continue here, though I'm having a bit of a feeling this might be exactly like the wrong way for us. That we maybe should have gone to the bottom. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it's gonna be like both ways leading to the target. Okay, next turn we're gonna be getting the second cathedral. Exactly on day 7. That's rather cool. I actually don't want the peasants right now. That's a bit unlucky. They might be wanting to join. I don't want them, so let's kind of wait a bit until you catch up somehow. In the meantime, we can be, for example, fighting those ghosts. That unlucky pawn here in the middle. Blocking the horses to get in a better position here. This is filling up rather quickly though. So maybe only like top part is gonna be all about the obelisks. And there's gonna be different access route to the bottom. That's an interesting choice by them. They're not gonna be able to kill anything here, so that's actually rather useful. They go for it this way. And already, right now when we are taking so long time to get around here, I'm already feeling the number of dragons growing on the enemy army. I can already feel it. Curiously enough, they don't want to join. I was kind of afraid they might want to, because of the ghosts, but certainly not the case this time around. Weirdly enough, it's kind of rebellious peasants. Yeah, definitely growing low in numbers, the pikemen. Fortunately, only skip. Well, it can result in a few more losses here, but nothing we can do, obviously. Okay, so it's definitely in a part that we haven't been to yet. That's pretty evident by now. So what's the next move? For example, about here, because there seems to be a mine here, but question is if it's like connected this neat way or not. Scout ahead here slightly. It almost seems like it might be connected. Not without its chances. Let's pick up the archers. Maybe I'm gonna be a bit more likely to join. Now they did, so that's nice. And actually it is connected to the silver mine. Let's gonna go there into the middle a bit more. It's gonna be connected there and maybe somewhere around here. It's gonna be circling, who knows. Also should be buying the army here and there. Before potentially there's gonna be some plague week. That might be really setting us up for quite a disaster if it struck in inopportune moment. Okay, so you can kinda stay here for a moment. Should be having more than enough money for all of it. No, not only one. Oh, 40 obviously. Okay, so that's all this bought up. That's the first town, second town. Let's also buy everything that is important. And in the last town, I guess, let's buy dragons. As many as we can. It's gonna be the most important, and exponentially the hydras, but especially the dragons. We mustn't lose them to potential plague. Oh, Mr. Yellow. Okay, so there he is. It almost seems like it may be the bonus for the Warlocks is extra vision. Extra scouting for the hero. Almost seemed that way to me. Yeah, it feels like that. Might be the case. Okay, so actually it seems like we might be getting connected here. Curiously enough. Let's also buy up a few spells, I guess, or other mage guilds. And we do have all the extra resources all around. Last mage guild at home is gonna be for view all dimension door. Now that is a rather excellent spell though. And view all is also useful here in this map. Okay, so dimension door with you might be actually making things a whole lot simpler to get reinforcements in. It's pretty good. It seems like this kind of connection is gonna be coming from there, and it might be like a... maybe even last one. Kinda curious. Yes, give me more of these, and let's have a look to the bottom, which seems to be cut off so far. I'm gonna be checking out the top side. Last level also here, that's gonna be Berserker Downgate. Paralyze. Really good spells here though. Like really good spells. Let's buy all the remaining dragons here. Or as many as we can. Okay, so right now we need to be depositing the army, because there are gonna be some more ghosts here. Almost feels that it might be like this way closed off even. Okay, those and those. And off you go. Okay, so there. Then we probably should be heading back into this position. Though I'm also kind of thinking, if this is gonna be somehow connected here, then maybe, just maybe, we could be using the dimension door to help with this. Craghack and Lord Kilburn. None of them from the enemy, so not any kind of threat. And some kind of like tactical opportunity to slow the opponent down. Ah, apparently there's a castle already. You can see that. It's close by here. Could also mean that he doesn't have either last level of Spell Guild or other Mage Guild, or he didn't get Dimension Door. Very good. That is saving lives. Okay, so that was quite a nice luck. Definitely very welcome all around. And you can kind of head back here exactly. That doesn't seem to be here yet. Maybe that's actually looking like here almost. That seems like somewhere here. Seems to be some kind of town, maybe here in the middle. But that definitely seems quite close. Magic with summon boat. Oh, and he's actually on the left. Into the dungeon already, or into the dungeon, into the maze rather. Almost seems like maybe there could be some kind of connection here already. No, there isn't. Okay. So this is still blocked off. This is still safe. It's gonna be having some good spells, I assume, in those two shrines. Maybe something similar to what we actually got a bit earlier. I mean, like, the turn undead is reasonably powerful and useful for what we have. Just really gonna have to... I don't want to be going all the way back here for this only. It's like it's gonna be the only thing there. So I would definitely like to do it with that I mentioned or later. So yeah, let's gonna try to plan for that. Okay, so next one is gonna be several hydras. So let's just prepare for them. Just gonna be getting the archers back in case they wanted to join us a bit more with that distinction. But it almost seems like these guys almost coming for us. Lots Horde and few with Castores, alright. You know, like the lots of hydras can be a bit problematic here and there. But he doesn't have dragons. That's like the first good news. Depends if it's maybe on the other heroes. This one seems to be having plenty of movement. And he slightly seems even scared of us. And yes, yes, yes. Even though it's not a high number, it's actually quite excellent news. Because I'm really worried what he's gonna be having from all of those 3 towns once you finally reach him after months of wading through the maze here. So yeah, quite happy that you're gonna be getting at least some kind of extra army for free here. Yeah, I was thinking and hoping that maybe this is gonna be somehow connected to the left part. I still hope that it will be. Because I really don't want to be going back all the way. Really don't. Nazdar, Kingy. Jo, to naprosto jednoznačně. To naprosto jednoznačně. No, je to dobrý nápad, ale řekněme, že po pár týdnech se to ohraje. Po pár týdnech ve hře. Že teďka už tady trolíme tak aspoň nějak 2 měsíce. Takže teďka musíme dát zpátky ty hydry. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just for anybody who is not speaking Czech, if there's somebody in the world like that, actually, then we're talking with Kingy in Czech here for a bit. Because he's the only viewer, so... But hopefully we're not gonna be missing anything all that important. I mean, like, we're not doing anything important here either. Just wading through the maze. And trying to get to the other side, maybe find some kind of treasure in the meantime as well through the obelisks. Yes, that is definitely true. most persistent streaming content that people don't watch. I mean, like, I don't think it's like people don't watch it, don't want to watch it. I think it's a problem with Twitch's discovery features and how it presents smaller games. Because if you look at it, if you look at Heroes of Might and Magic, then you're just gonna be seeing basically all threes. But I'm having like a lot of visits here and there, like at least once each stream. I'm just gonna be having somebody coming in, stumbling upon the channel and saying how they love the game and they played it before. And if somebody comes in like that, then you can rest assured that there are gonna be just plenty more that are not able to find the stream and the game. So it's kinda similar as with YouTube. YouTube is even way worse. YouTube just basically shows only... First, it shows only bigger channels, promotes them because they make them more money. And at the same time, they also promote videos that have been already watched. So basically, if you are small and if you are streaming some obscure game, then you have a very low chances of getting somewhere on YouTube, even if there is an audience, because YouTube is just not gonna be showing you to the people. So that's a significant problem with that. And Twitch is not as bad, but in the end, they just want to be getting money out of ads, and that means that they need to be showing something that is proven for them, that people want to watch. So that's kinda how it goes, unfortunately. Kinda wonder when we're gonna be connecting to them. I mean, like, there's gonna be one path towards Horde of Ghosts, probably nothing else there. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's gonna be just a branch here. Okay, so we probably should be heading back so that we can clean it up with the hero. And what's the day? Day 1. Okay, so in a few days you should be probably just buying a few more extra units in the castle so that we don't suffer from plague, potentially. Okay, that was here. There's gonna be some kind of connection like this way. I'm having a feeling that actually this way is gonna be connecting to the AI already. I was trying to stream on Retro, the Settlers, and it didn't really have all that much of an effect. Maybe like once, but mostly it doesn't have much of an effect. I mean, like, games like these tend to be found when somebody puts it into like the search field. I'm not actually sure how often people look into retro. I mean, like, sometimes I do that, just go into the retro category and see what people are streaming. So I'm guessing there are gonna be other people who do that as well. But it's just like another part. If you're gonna be streaming under the name of the game, and you put in a tag of retro, it will be showing under retro as well. If people it should be showing somewhere next to it. Right now, I think it actually does after the change after the latest change to how the search works. That once you go into retro and type it into your search field through top, then you're gonna be getting retro, like the category, but also streams that have tags of retro. But yeah, if you do go into the category of retro, you're not gonna be seeing this stream. That's maybe something they could be trying to change. Basically, you could be having the retro category, and if it's also a tag, then there could be like a column of streams that are basically tagged with retro. But yeah, that's asking a lot, because that would require people to actually think about what they're doing instead of just looking at statistics, which is mostly how online marketing is done. It's kind of hard to be finding people who actually think about what something should be achieving in the finding and searching tools. But yeah, well, I know that I'm actually streaming games that not many people are gonna be necessarily watching, so I'm kind of fine with it. I'm playing it mostly because I want to be also relevant in the games, or just getting some kind of further in it. And for example, in this story here for the Might and Magic games, that's why I'm replaying the Heroes 1s. Heroes 1 gonna be playing 2. And all the rest as well. So basically to get the whole story for Erathia and Enroth. I've played the games multiple times, but never in proper sequence, and I haven't finished, for example, the campaign here in the first Might and Magic, or the Heroes of Might and Magic, and in the second either. So I'm also kind of curious about finally making it till the end. Otherwise, though, the search problem is also tied to the categories at large. And by that I mean, for example, when you have like one game and you have like 5 categories of it. For example, that was a problem with Age of Empires, and Age of Empires 2 especially, where you were having Age of Empires 2 and Age of Empires 2 HD, same with Age of Mythology, and those two basically are the same game for all intents and purposes. But when you are looking at one category, you're not seeing the other streams from the other category. So that sounds something fairly similar here. So when you are having smaller games like that, it might be better to bunch them up. So for example, when you are having Heroes of Might and Magic, even if you are gonna be putting all the streams of all the Heroes of Might and Magic games together, you're barely gonna be getting past some kind of like more than one screen of streams. Even Heroes of Might and Magic 3 as the most popular is usually not having too many. So it would be maybe doing quite a service to like the whole game if all the heroes, for example Heroes 1 through 3 at least, were together, because they were similar in nature, maybe up to 4, or maybe just straight all Heroes of Might and Magic could be together in one category. Because if you really, as I said before, if you don't have proper search function, then having too many categories is gonna be hurting. And it's hurting not only the content producers, but in the end also them. Because they're not showing people what they would be liking to watch. They're gonna like forcing people to watch what they want, so that people watch. And that's quite a significant difference. And you can kind of even by intuition tell which one is potentially gonna be bringing you more money as a business. Yeah, exactly. And basically how it works, I'm following a few basic retro streamers that are interested in all the games and everything like that. And most of them just play random games pretty much, like one game after the other. And they are just having regulars. They barely get anything more. They are just basically slightly plateaued at this point. After some time they plateau on a number of viewers. And from that you can tell that the problem is the discoverability. Basically they managed to capture by the games they were playing and by how good their stream was some number of people. But that's like exactly it. What they're apparently able to get. And Twitch is not basically pushing them forward, even though they are, for example, partners. You'll be thinking that partners will be like somehow better treated and they will be better serviced to be easily discoverable for other people. And I kind of thinking that actually Twitch is missing quite an opportunity there, but as you say, it's about money in the end. It's all about the ad money and kind of the logic, the corporate logic that bigger streamers are gonna be bringing you more money because more people watch them. It's kind of actually fairly similar to if you are familiar with SEO, search engine optimization. So basically tagging things to make them searchable in Google, for example. So that basically works. You are having two strategies basically. One strategy is to target hype things. Second strategy is to target the tail ends. So basically you are gonna be targeting some kind of obscurities, but you're gonna be targeting so many of these obscurities that in the end it's gonna be amounting to the hype things. Because the hype things obviously have a problem that there are gonna be many people looking to use the same text for the hype things as well. So you can be achieving success by both of those ways if you're gonna be doing it properly. And it's basically similar here. You're gonna be having the big games, the Fortnites, the other nonsenses like that. They are gonna be just watched by plenty, and therefore you're gonna be getting big streamers by that, and big views for the business. And then you're gonna be having plenty of smaller streamers, like for example mine, the other retro streamers and everything like that. And in the end, they could be amounting to similar viewership as well, if they are better discoverable. Tikkun workers and resources mixing transport and city builders. Huh. Not exactly. I mean, like, that sounds kind of fun. So something like SimCity and Transport Tikkun together. That sounds fairly interesting. Yes, Soviet civilization. That kind of fits. Okay, let's not open this up yet. Let's first have a look here. And finally, that is actually gonna be coming back. Okay, no, that's not an easy way, but... Alright. You're gonna be having to take it anyway. Early access, but will be released anytime soon. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna be checking that out. That sounds fairly curious. Isn't it maybe done by somebody? What was the group that did Factorial? But that was probably some Czechs, right? I think it's by either Czech or Slovak, something like that. But Factorial is a fairly popular game as well. Something a bit similar. Not entirely, but a bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe wanted to branch out into something like that. It's actually kind of funny when you think about it, because there are several games like that. They are coming from here, from like the Czechoslovakia. It's fairly curious. And these games actually are even popular here, or at least were. In the past years as well. Okay, so you're gonna be right now having to put him into probably the Hydras. And then we need to be thinking about the ghosts as well. So far it seems that yellow is not all that interested in coming after us. Which is fine by me. Yeah, Mashinki is also quite a good one. Or at least I've seen it. I haven't played it. But yeah, I know that it's also well rated. Okay, so let's do this. No, first we go in for the Hydras. then we're gonna be going for the ghosts. Oops. Few more goblins around, and yeah. Okay, so it was only 6 of them. But that was pretty cool as well. It's gonna be good help. And therefore, Hydras, they can stay, they do have good hit points. Those archers need to go, and I mean, like the pikemen can be staying as well. They're gonna be just cannon fodder. Fortunately, 3 in the way, so could have been protecting them slightly better, but not much we can do now. He cannot move anywhere, so he's not gonna be able to get there, so therefore we can just as well kill those. The Hydras are gonna take care of the 22nd, or the 22 rounds. Not all of them. I thought that with our attack skill we're gonna be a bit more successful. I mean, like, we are not too bad a hero. 9987. I probably don't need to be even picking this up, because we need to be heading already home. So what do we have to kill here? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay, absolutely nothing. Okay, so we're fine. Therefore, you're gonna be the one to pick everything up here. Let's get the archers from you. Let's do it that way. And we're gonna be heading home, which is gonna be taking you about like 2 months. Fortunately, we don't have with you the dimension door yet, but it is waiting in the town. It is waiting for us here. It's gonna be making this so much easier to finish this mission. Okay, let's see what we get here as the last one. Also dimension door and fireball. Okay, so plenty dimension doors, which almost makes me feel... Look at that. It's on in all 3 towns. That almost seems like scripted. Seems a bit unlikely that you will be getting so lucky. Yeah, it kind of feels like that we already know where it is. It really feels like that it's here. about like there. Kind of feels exactly like the correct spot. I'm gonna be picking up all the nonsense treasures here. It's gonna be also taking you about like 2 years. And what's the day? Day 5. Oh well, it's gonna buy everything up. Yeah, also getting close to plague again, I think. I don't know exactly what's the trigger for the plague, but I think it's when you are having certain amount of units in town. Then you're gonna be having a chance for a plague week. Because I don't remember it coming in some kind of ridiculously fast and early day, rather early week in the game. It's gonna be a pretty good army. Really, only question is how many dragons is he having? Gonna be having 34 of them. That's alright, Kingy. I definitely understand that. I also don't like to be watching certain contents, like don't exactly care for any kind of like shooters and anything like that. MOBAs just doesn't say anything to me. So definitely no problem. Well, for Kingdom Come, at this point with the development almost finished, they should be still releasing some kind of mod pack. The modding tools, even though that's been promised like a long time ago. So I'm getting slightly worried. They might not even deliver on it. Apparently they are still working on the mod tools. So once the mod tools will be out, you could be getting some really cool stories, and I just cannot wait. I really hope they do that still, because I just cannot wait for all the stories that you'll be getting, especially from Bohemia by Czech creators. That would be so awesome. Those are part why the game is so great. I guess for you as well. That is basically realistic and from parts of the country that we know and parts of the history that we know as well. So imagine if we were getting stories from different parts. Maybe somewhere where we used to be spending our summer holidays or something. It would be just so awesome. And already considering that like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, at least if it's gonna be following through with what it ended with, and all the hints here and there, if it's gonna be taking place in Czech Paradise, around Kost Castle and Trotsky Castle and stuff like that, that would be like absolutely awesome, because that's basically just my childhood. I would be absolutely beside myself if that was the case. So fingers crossed it's gonna be. And I can already right now see the vista on Trotsky from Semtinská Lípa, if you know where it is, right next to Sobotka in Czech Paradise. It's just basically iconic view of the castle and basically Kozákov beyond, and then Krkonoše, so that's giant mountains, right, in different languages. Yeah, I definitely cannot wait for that, and if that was really becoming reality, I'll be also looking forward to the reactions of people when they finally saw what kind of beautiful places we have here. So basically Kingdom Come, so you are basically into RPGs generally, like the newer ones, or are you even into some kind of old RPGs, like, I don't know, of course I basically don't know how old you are, so maybe some kind of Daggerfall could be way too old for you, Baldur's Gate as well, so who knows. So what exactly are your like favorite games? Ah, 36, so that's alright. So you're in the correct and best age for knowing what is actually good gaming, around like the 2000s and late 90s, and maybe even like early ones. Don't know if you, for example, had Amiga or Spectrum. Yeah, into anything that is not paint to control or painting concept. Yeah, that's kind of hard lately, because the games are just basically made by... They're made by managers to make money. They're not made by creative directors to make a good game. Yes, you are definitely right. Heroes of Might Magic 1, that is a pain. In certain ways, like for example here, it definitely is not what you would choose when you, for example, could be having a choice of the second one even, or the third one. It's definitely not wrong. I'm enjoying it in my own way. Don't exactly mind it all that much, but the imperfections are definitely there. And you can tell that they basically what they improved in the second one. I mean, like, first and second are fairly similar. The graphics are almost the same. They're not really too different. And they just basically improved on the quality of life and added a few things on top of it, obviously. So they got the basics right, but the balancing and stuff that needed to be improved slightly. Okay, so you're gonna be getting right now the Dimension or View All. We just... there's kind of important spells here. I mean, like, Fireball is good. You have high knowledge. So you're gonna be stopping by the towns anyway. Okay, so you give him the units. Some pikemen and... okay. And give him the swordsman. Magic Carpet 2. That's a game that right now I remember mentioned in some kind of video interview or something. Magic Carpet. I've never played it. I just know that it's touted as quite a revolutionary game. It was made by Peter Molyneux? Either it was, or it was in some kind of like interview that I watched close to about him. That's also possible. I'm right now confusing a few things. But yeah, I have never played that. There are plenty of games that are not streamed. For example, just... yeah. Graphics 2.5D, but controls full 3D. Okay. Just basically yesterday, I was watching an interview by Matt Barton. I don't know if you know Matt Chat. It's quite a good channel on YouTube. Plenty of interviews with various game designers and the game developers also of the olden times, and especially of the older games. Pretty great insight into how game development worked and how we actually got where we are now. And you kind of like easily get the feeling that plenty of the developers are also not really happy with what the game development is now. But much more importantly, just get quite a different appreciation of basically how the game were made then and now. But otherwise, what I wanted to say, he just mentioned quite a good repository of all the games by Internet Archive. Actually, didn't know they had that. So the Internet Archive, that's archive.org, I think. They're having a whole set of DOS games, and basically just all the games made to work in DOSBox and stuff. And even all the demos, if you want, for example, demos of Age of Empires 1, 2, or even Baldur's Gate demo, basically all kinds of demos are also available in there. I just remember playing so many demos back when I was young. Playing them over and over, so I'm thinking I'm gonna be having to do some stream of demos. Because they're just completely different experience than the full game then. Like, that really is inspiring me, so I'm thinking I'm gonna be doing some session about it. And maybe not only one. But otherwise, just from the older games, I also saw there are games that I completely forgot about that I played and that I enjoyed back when I was younger. No, kinda like little almost, let's say. For example, Centurion. I don't know if you know that game. It's kinda like precursor to medieval Total War, pretty much. Actually, when I right now think about it, that is all the medieval Total War, pretty much. Centurion, medieval, Rome Total War, basically Total War games. And that's a game that just basically struck me like a truck, like a train. Because that's a game that I will have to play on Steam. Because I played it when I was small and I just didn't understand too much what I was doing there. But even then, it was just immense fun. So now that I'm gonna be able to tell what I'm actually doing, I'm hoping that's gonna be a whole lot different story. And enjoyment level. And another one, for example, was also all the Warlords. Warlords 2, I think I saw there. I even played the original Warlords 1, which is like game that I don't think that all that many people would be able to even play to it. Oh, God damn it, on hand, 170 horses. Whoa, that's a solid army. That's a solid army that we get in here, really. Boys, you're kinda in the way, but I just don't want to kill you, but you are really in the way here. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. Let's send another hero in. Yes, I don't understand the rate train of doing worse graphic to be indie and retro. Having even magic carpet one graphic would be upgrade from what... You just... This is exactly what I think as well. I mean, like, you're just not going to be making some kind of retro callback game just by making it pixel art. I really hate it as well. I really don't like that. Why are they doing it? Like, why? Why? Retro games are not retro because of how they look. That's just kind of like secondary. Mostly they are good memories and people love them because of their gameplay associated with that. Yeah, I'm having absolutely the same idea. I really also dislike how people are trying to milk the retro vibe by just making pixel art games and selling them like nostalgia, whatever nonsense like that. It's just... That's really just diluting like the retro and old school way of gaming. Just making it not as interesting and downgrading it pretty much. So I definitely am with you on that one. I played Warlords 3. I played 1, 2, I played 3 as well, I think. I believe there are Warlords 4 as well. Yeah, right now we do have a CD here, Warlords 3. I'm just looking at it, so I definitely played that. Then there is Warlords 4 right below, so I guess I played it as well. Don't know how much. That's already quite a few years back. Maybe shouldn't have gone forward. Because there are enough of them, so they could be doing a bit of damage there. And topic Total War is the Centurion. It's really right now, the more I think about it, the more similar it is. Because you're having an overall overworld map with territories, so basically the same as in Total War. And then you are having battles where you are commanding the armies as well. It's literally the same. Huh. Right now I have to wonder if maybe it wasn't done by some precursor to Creative Assembly. Because that is right now incredibly similar in concept and overall. Huh. Gonna have to look at that. Okay, now winning this battle, let's just alt-tab and look at it, because that really piqued my interest. Centurion game. Centurion, Defender of Rome. Developer Bits of Magic. Publisher Electronic Arts. Electronic Arts Victor. Okay, Bits of Magic on Moby Games. So is there gonna be some kind of... like link to something? No, I don't exactly see anything there. So, not sure. Maybe it's gonna be able to find it, but... yeah, I'm fairly certain I played it on Amiga as well. That doesn't seem like that would be a game I played on PC. So, probably we might be having even some diskettes with it anywhere. Somewhere at home rather. But yeah, that's a game that I will have to revisit. Because I had pretty good fun with it. And I mean, like, it's a Rome. So, what can be bad about Rome? Even though apparently Imperator Rome is bad from Paradox, the last grand strategy by them. I haven't actually played it, I was kind of waiting for it, if it's gonna be good, to enjoy it as well, because I like Crusader Kings too. That's the only ones that I played. But I've also, just basically after it came out, it was bashed really hard. It was a bad game. Who knows? I mean, like, it's probably a complicated game. And that doesn't bode all that well in today's world. But I really don't know. I cannot tell if it's really good or just bashed. Okay, so you're gonna be getting some more spells here. Berserk, Dimension Door, Paralyze. Question is, do we want the dragons with us right now? I think we actually really do, just to make sure. That seems like a good combination of units. You can see 54 Hydras potentially as well. I'm thinking that this is gonna be good enough. I don't think I forgot anything here. And we do have the Dimension Door now, but at how many charges? 7. So first we need to be making stop here. And then that's gonna be pretty much it. Then we're just gonna be teleporting to him and start destroying him. Okay, so we need to be getting somewhere close by. 95 as threshold of tolerance. Well, I can actually play a bit all the games, but it is definitely true that mostly games that I already played them. I kind of find that if a game is older, and even if it looks really bad, or like really bad, just extremely outdated, let's say, then if I played it back then I'm able to play it and enjoy it. But if I, for example, right about now, I'm always thinking about potentially playing like the older Might and Magics beyond 3. 3 is the earliest I played. But 1 and 2 are basically like the old wizardry types, so pretty much like text ones. And I probably couldn't be able to get into it. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. So I can definitely appreciate that it might be absolutely excellent games, better than anything else after. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to get into it now. Even though I played plenty of games on, for example, Spectrum, which are not that different graphically, quite frankly. But yes, it can be a complication there. I mean, like, for example, Dune 2 is 1992. And I can play it just fine, because it's having actually quite good graphics. And when you consider that it's from 1992 and what other games came out that year, rather about that year, and how they were looking, it's rather excellent looking. And then 1994, that was 1993 actually, were the settlers, the first settlers. That's also looking rather gorgeous still today, at least to me. Kinda like it. And overall, just like one commentary that I have on the graphics of all the games. They were a whole lot more like kinda jolly. Okay, maybe a bit of a problem for the archers. Oh, well, let's see. So basically the color palette was a whole lot more like rich. Today plenty of games with trying to make it realistic. They are just kind of like a bit dark. Even often the games are kind of like dark themed and like depressive, moody and whatever nonsense is like this. I kind of like the colors. That's why I, for example, like Heroes of Might and Magic 2 for the character and for the graphics. Even I would say it's slightly maybe more than Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Just kind of looks a bit better to me. A bit more fun. And interesting. But I guess it's just a personal feeling, I assume. The graphic for Doom is not too entirely great, that is true, but yeah, the game is fun. Engine being impressive and working well. Let's gonna kill the first ones. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to, or... Why don't we have any more spells here for... Oh, because, yeah, I forgot. That was from a shrine, not from a town, that's why we don't have that. Oh well, that was a mistake. Wolfenstein would be making it playable for you these days. You mean like the latest Wolfenstein? I haven't actually played many of the newer Wolfensteins. I actually played a bit of Return to Castle Wolfenstein, but nothing after. So I haven't even finished that one. Oh, you mean like Wolf 3D? Like the original Wolf, okay. Now, quite frankly, right now when I remember it, Wolf 3D, the first one. Damn, that's quite a bit of difference to Doom. And I would actually say that Doom is like more rich graphic. I mean, like Wolf 3D is kind of slightly like Dungeon Master without tile set. Kind of like feels that way to me slightly. I didn't used to be playing too much Wolf 3D, that has to be said. I played a whole lot more Doom 2. But I also played a bit of Wolf. Okay, so, oh, we actually already know where it is, exactly, and that, yeah, that really seems like exactly the way, somewhere here. It feels to me that's the direction we need to be going, and therefore let's gonna just jump there. He doesn't want to be picking up the artifact, so it's probably gonna be a fizz bin. So, the one that's gonna be removing your morale. So 7-2, I guess, because you're gonna going into the end part here. So let's see what he's gonna be throwing at us. View artifacts, that's not entirely that great. Yeah, this is the spot. Okay, so you're gonna be digging for the treasure. And maybe killing a hero here and there. Okay, so I was thinking he might be even in range. Nah, just barely isn't. That's a hero though that he might be wanting to kill though. Okay, so where do we have the treasure here? There and top. So there. Congratulations! After spending many hours digging here, you have uncovered the ultimate book of knowledge. Now that's not exactly like the best one. Plus 12 knowledge is great, but I was slightly hoping for like the extra attack maybe, or defense at least. Maybe even spell power. I mean, like having 20 spell power, we do have lightning bolt and fireball, would be probably doing something. This is not like the best course of action, but oh well, we at least found the treasure already. There are apparently still gonna be a few obelisks that we haven't been to, like about 2 or something. Might be hidden. Okay, they're gonna be like somewhere here, I guess. There's even a mine. Magic, bit of XP and sulfur. Ah, hey, my Isis. I guess some Age of Mythology streams have ended, so thank you for the visit. Okay, so Mr. Sandro, we cannot kill him. He doesn't have anything. Oh well, he actually does. Several pack zone slots. That's alright. I was most worried he could be having some preposterous number of dragons. So far we don't exactly see that. So I think we're gonna be fine in the end. And you, get the dimension door. How much do you have? 2 knowledge, so we have only 2. It's not too great. 101,000. Let's get the Hydras for you. That's gonna be your forte. Griffins and... I mean like the Minotaurs, or rather the Gargoyles? I mean, like the Gargoyles are kind of weaklings. Even though 15 hit points is not too shabby. I mean like those guys are literally useless with the 5 hit points. Let's get the Minotaurs. Huh, he actually left the town. That's weird. Maybe it's some kind of solid hero for him that he doesn't want to lose all that much. Okay, so he didn't get anything too much there, so let's just go one by one. And there is a hero to the bottom, another one. Maybe even like strongest dude. Lot of Griffins doesn't have hero here. Which means to me that you're not gonna be playing yet. 40 dragons. I think that we can just straight go for the hydras here. No need to wait for anything too much. Oh, 4,700 damage. 5,000 damage here. Yeah, I think we've won this mission. I don't think he's gonna be able to really put anything up against us there. Shall we leave it to the Crusaders? Nah, horses are gonna be playing first. Okay, they actually deal like 5,000 damage as well, almost. Okay, so this is gonna be rather nasty for the AI. He has everything built up neatly. Give me one of your extra dragons, thank you. And what kind of spells? Dimension Door, Armageddon. Okay. So first let's get rid of Sandro. Then probably stick to the town. Might not be having enough movement for the other guy. Brave Centaurs and received 7,000 damage back. Medal of Valor, Gambler's Lucky Coin. That's maybe why he actually didn't want to stay. He wanted to protect those artifacts. And we apparently cannot get any more, we are already filled. So the Medal of Valor. And since we do have still enough movement, let's kill even the other guy. Before they're gonna be having some chance to consolidate. No, I haven't tried War Barons. Yeah, this is actually so great when you get to talk to people who are having similar ideas about what is a good game and are having similar past of what they have played. That you can actually learn all kinds of things that you might have missed in the vastness of the internet sea. So War Barons, browser game from 2013, similar to Warlords. If it's similar to Warlords 3, then, or any kind of Warlords, then that's gonna be of interest to me as well. Thanks for the tip. Definitely will check out as well. Have you actually played any like real browser games? Not like games like these, but for example, if you know Webgame or Nadace Říše, since you're Czech, you might be knowing that. It was closed like last year. But I used to be playing it about like 10 years ago, and it was really great, even though it's just insane time eater, those games. Because they are real time, and therefore you just need to be online in certain times to like guard your battles and control them. And these were actually fun games and fun times. When it wasn't frustrating, because often it also was. Let's be frank about that. That real life factor of them is making it slightly challenging here and there. Okay, so let's probably head straight somewhere in the corner. Ah, there's gonna be the other castle. You played Battalion series on browser, Battle Isle clone. Huh, Battle Isle, that's another pretty great game. I played on Amiga, it was Battle Isle 2, I think it was called. I think it was the second one. It was a pretty fun game. I haven't exactly gotten like somewhere further yet again. I was just young, not to understand what I was doing, and I have also recently read that it was like pretty brutal and punishing as far as difficulty fairly quickly into the game. And then I played 4 Incubation. That was also fun. Just a whole different take, obviously, on Battle Isle. And that wasn't too bad a game. Okay, so he's right now trying to kind of like... Okay, let's kill Falagar. Right now he's having, of course, the army like split up in between like all the heroes, so he's just gonna be making it completely simple for us to destroy him. He doesn't have a strong hero as we have, with everything on one group. Fleeing with one damn gargoyle. Damn it. We do have Town Portal, right? Yep. Okay, so where do we actually want to go with you? I think we want to... probably get into this ground as fast as possible. You teleport there already? Yes, you can. That's awesome. Okay, so both of those dimension doors are gone. So he's gonna be having to stay here right now forever. Hopefully we have brought strong enough army with him. And he's skedaddled there onto the left. Okay. Oh, that's actually a way. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of Krodo, then we're gonna be teleporting back to the top to deal with the other guy. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I was thinking there's gonna be a direct way, apparently not. Almost wasted all my movement points here. I'll be able to get into the town in time. Unfortunately also wasted a lot of movement could have used to get at Brathmont. Now he's definitely just gonna be turning back here as soon as possible. And if you get the second down, it's gonna be fairly impossible to get there in time. Sound, Horde, Few. I'm thinking we might just as well use a few dimension doors to finally kill him. Oh wow, look at that. 20 dimension door. Solid. Okay. See you. Thanks for stopping by and for the chat. Hope you're gonna be having some good fun with some good old games in this upcoming week. Okay, that wasn't exactly precise teleport here. So hero gone. Right now we probably should be heading a bit more to the south, because that's where he's gonna try to annoy us. Here Castor. Good spell power. Damn, that's a very good spell power actually. Not gonna be any worth to you. The poor archers, they just getting destroyed all the time. They're just basically sponges for the early stages of battle. Power Axe of Dominion, Lucky Rabbit's Food. None of that we're gonna be keeping, as we are already filled, but it's alright. Okay, so Falagar gonna be dead. Then probably Dimension Door to the top to deal with the other hero. They're gonna be really well done. 2 centaurs there. 8,000 damage. Zounds, horde, several. Yep. Just teleport right next to him and. No, oh no, again? God damn it, this is so annoying. I actually don't know what kind of way it's gonna be coming through. Oh well. At any rate, that probably means we need to be buying things here, so that he doesn't get it, especially the dragons. Does he maybe have some hero here that we have destroyed? Sandro. He does have the lucky coin. He apparently stays with him. Let's buy him. Curiously enough. That's a bit unlucky though, you're gonna have to probably fight the castle. Even wasting the spell there. Oh well. Okay, so they should be dead now. Probably let's go after Minotaurs first. I mean, like, the birdies are gonna be slightly weaker, and they're gonna be even coming apparently after these guys. We don't have resurrection, so not much we can do about improving them. But nonetheless, this is ours. We can get to Eri in this turn as well, so we will. Probably gonna be killing the dragons by our own dragons. If everything goes according to plan. Now that is a nice bonus. Therefore no running for you. Where were you actually going? Oh, he was just standing here. Ah, right now I remember. He was exchanging with Ambrose. You can be quite wasteful without Dimension Door. You can certainly afford that. He went somewhere else. That's kinda cool. Let's take a visit then. That's gonna be second. He should be having one more then after. Because once we had basically the Thieves Guild pawned, and that let us know that we had the same number as him, and we are having 3 at that point. Okay, 50, it's Hydras is not too bad, but nothing to stand against our dragons. So that is our town. We have almost everything built up. Just last Mage Guild. It's gonna be Town Gate Meteor Shower, and Teleport is there. Great. Teleport is quite influential. Whoa, 34 dragons. Yeah, apparently they don't have the resources. Well, tough for you. I do have plenty of them. But to finish my thought, it's important in sieges to be able to teleport into the middle. Okay, so that's kinda nice. I'm gonna be staying there, apparently even guarded by some wolves. Let's go a bit more to the south here, and I can probably stay in the town because I don't know where exactly is the yellow hero. View all your resources, identify hero. Your heroes, okay. So there's one to the bottom, one to the left here. So you can potentially try to pursue him, but it might be also risking him being too close and still in town. Not interested. Yeah, there's a town here, we know. Oh, he's actually having a bit more towns than I thought. Okay. I exactly want to be fighting towns with you. Okay, so I think I'm gonna be dealing with the top here and sending you kinda like back into this castle. Neat. And even a meter. Okay, that's pretty cool. He does actually go for it. I was thinking that maybe he's gonna be escaping out of that And it kind of felt like that we have no way to kind of prevent that. Whatever we did. Okay, so the castle here, lots. Nothing much there, so we'll just take it for free, I guess. Next turn, though. Kinda shame that you cannot attack the Hydras there. Wanted to say skill us from Age of Mythology, but it's gonna be good enough as well. Okay, so now the town is ours. This time it's gonna be apparently fully built. So what kind of spells do we have here? Downgate, Meteor Shower, Haste. With a bit more Fireball. Kind of fine. Oh yeah, he definitely is coming for that. Zounds, Horde, Lord Heart. Okay, so we probably should be just buying up as many dragons as we can, I guess. And see what it does. We don't have anything else too much, so... like no point in spending the money. What else has he actually left here? Pretty much nothing, only this. Let's buy the 2 extra Hydras so that he doesn't get too many of them. Let's go after the Griffins. They're gonna be a bit more annoying. And even the Gargoyles. The Gargoyles are pretty weak. Pretty good losses goes to him. So that is fine. We can also right now stop by with the main hero, so that's alright. Didn't even have resources for new dragons, it seems. No, well, that's gonna be a problem. $111. It's not a small number, but unfortunately for you, only just way too many dragons at this point. So you're just gonna be able to kill some archerinos there, for which I'm sorry to do, guys, but that's what it is. Okay, so it's gonna be all the hero gone. Just have a confirmation where we have all the heroes. Okay, so right now there's gonna be the last one on the right. So we can just pretty much like go exploring. You have the movement points. You're gonna be just camping inside. And we have some new hero that you could be getting here, for example. Baroque the Warlock, why not? He's having also some nice artifacts still on him, and you can just kind of like check the mines around here. Here are the other things. There is a hero still. Why didn't we exactly see him? Oh, because there wasn't a hero before. There is another town. So he's yet again not having only 3, but he's having about like 5. So maybe there were like 2 villages that we just didn't see when we were looking still at the pond. So you didn't capture them yet. Maybe there were still villages. Villages not improved into towns. Kinda has to be it. 3 brave dwarves attacking the dragons, and they get in luck attack against. Whoa, 20,000 damage there. Those 3 dwarves did not deserve that for their bravery. Damn. They got annihilated and wrecked in the worst manner imaginable. Damn, like really damn. Okay, so let's gonna travel around here slightly. Yeah, okay, I don't think so, Tim. Let's just do this. Let's take the town, and then we're gonna be teleporting to him. Whoa, 80. That's some real number, finally. Unfortunately, they're only alone, so it's gonna be simple. Last Mage Guild, and he would be getting Dimension Door here as well, so apparently he wasn't blocked from it, interestingly enough. Unless it works in some kind of mysterious ways, but it almost seems like that he could have gotten it as well. And could have been messing up the whole game himself. Oh, the nasty teleportation. Luckily, did not happen. Finally, even the archers are getting a hit here. Because before they didn't exactly all that often. Plus here. Can we get like another hero? Yes, we can. That's gonna be Castor. With more dragons joining your cause here. But they're just gonna be collecting a few mines here. And apparently there is gonna be the one obelisk we also haven't visited yet. Okay, so 5 dragons. We don't have anything here. That's gonna be, I'm thinking, up to Dimension Dooring with our friend. So you can go back here and into Shrine and get also that mine. And right now you can just Dimension Door all the way to the bottom here, I guess. It almost actually feels like that they are even respawning. The dimension doors. That maybe there's some kind of script that once you have it once, then you're gonna be getting more and more of them. Almost feels that way. So we didn't get exactly anything geared, but maybe the fireball I think our spell power is gonna be good enough. Apparently not. I actually need to stay there with the dragon, not to get too much extra damage into the archers. Yeah, well, definitely feel free to attack the dragon. He's gonna be certainly surviving it. He doesn't mind at all. At all. Could have killed the other one. Maybe saved a few lives. Oh well. And there's the last obelisk for the last piece of the puzzle that we absolutely don't need. Actually kinda nice to have a look at and take as a screenshot for today's stream. So I guess there are more dimension doors somewhere here to the left. Few hydras. Maybe they might want to join somewhere. But we don't exactly have the space for them right now, unfortunately. And there's actually a turn under shrine. That's curious. No, well, it's actually not that much curious, because as I said at the very beginning, those maps are actually, if you are going to be playing Castle Alamar as the Warlock, you're going to be playing this map, but you're going to be trying to defeat, maybe, and fighting against whoever is going to be on the other side. Yeah, the maps are pretty much the same, you're just gonna be changing the starting positions. There's only one extra, where you have to be defeating the player that you are right now playing as, from the other point of views. Oh yeah. So it's gonna be the mine for you. You do have dimension door. So maybe actually we can do something with this. And already go home. Because you have gotten everything that you potentially could have. So in case they want to join, I'm gonna be just wanting to give them the opportunity. The hydras. So Archerino's there. No, they don't want to join. You had the opportunity, didn't have to die. So it was some kind of last bunch of gargoyles here. I'm gonna be probably leaving them be there. Guardians, that were exactly all that needed. Leading exactly into the spot here. Right next to opponent, but we have a way to get around and so they're just gonna be there for all eternity. And we can write down dimension door back. And go home. Just this last portion of the darkness, and I'm thinking you can down portal from here, but I don't want to screw it up. Because it might just be even down portal all the way to the top, so let's just make at least 1 or 2 dimension doors to the right. Just to make sure he teleports to the correct town. Yeah, I'm thinking right now he should be fine. Yep, that we are. Ah, but we forgot to actually give him back the arches. Completely slipped my mind. What actually kind of other heroes do we have here? Lord Heart is there even. This one hasn't been used, but Lord Heart, the Knight, it's not exactly all that high level. He was already a replacement, so not too good. What was that with the teeth there? Yeah, those yellow teeth here on the Thundax. Barbarian. Interesting shield. Yeah, I just want to be looking into the corner here. Okay, last one, and next turn he's gonna be getting destroyed. It's also gonna be allowing Castor to finally get home into the town. And I think, yeah, everything is also finished everywhere, right? I don't think we left everything out. When we are right now having the opportunity, let's just check all of them. In case there was some kind of weird omission for whatever reason. Because we're not playing like having to complete the towns in every mission, because it's just really difficult here in Might Magic 1. You have to be insanely prolonging the whole gameplay. And therefore, when you have the opportunity to actually have everything finished, let's not miss it. Yep, everything is done. Okay, so how many towns did we actually have? We had 3 towns. The opponent had 4. So he had... no, 5. 5 towns. We had only 3. Well, that's not fair, but apparently we still managed. Okay, so let's close it up. Gonna be... no. Maybe interesting fight. Whoa, 67 dragons. It's gonna be interesting fight in the end. He did manage to get a few extras there. But looking at our army, yeah, it's gonna be alright. Good spell power though by Agar. What can we do here? Can do probably Berserker. He's gonna be playing first, those dudes. They're not too dangerous against Griffins. I would probably like him to cast spell first, so let's see. Something's gonna happen. Paralyzation on them. Probably gonna have to do something about the enemy dragons here. I'm having a bit of a feel. Okay, we do definitely this with our own. One dragon died. That's gonna be the very first one that actually died here. 3 more. Well, of course, they're gonna be dying against the enemy they're against now. Much of a question about that. Doesn't open the top. It's a bit unlucky. But you can potentially teleport into the middle, though I don't exactly necessarily want to. I want the dragons to be taking the first fight, I guess. So how about... teleport you to the bottom to deal with the hydras. Hmm. 4,000 damage, he does only about like 500. We have in similar numbers, but yeah, he's absolutely not ready for this. You don't have any kind of resurrection, unfortunately, here in this mission, so it's gonna be to the death. To the death indeed. So 40, maybe you just need some kind of protection still. It's gonna be still probably a bit helpful. Would have cast it last turn. And this time he actually plays first with the dragon. Curious. And there go the archers. Brave you were, man. Brave you were. The 21 dragons perish. Oh. Okay, goodbye dragons. Nice meeting you. And last 13 hydras are gone. So victory for 31,000 experience. It was a solid army to actually end the battle with. And end the mission with. And we got 2 levels from that. Yellow player has been vanquished. Congratulations, you have followed the gargoyles through Castle of Lord Alamar and have shattered the might of the Warlocks. Your campaign has been saved, and that's gonna be for another session, as this one is, or rather was, a bit longer again. About 3 hours for mission number 7, which is the penultimate, and next week we're gonna be having the last mission of the campaign. So that's gonna be some kind of closing up on the story here. And here's my magic one. Gonna be having to think about what to do with the other points of view, if you're gonna be playing them right off as well, or maybe a bit differently. Because for the story mode, like, canon is only this, the Ironfist campaign, the other ones not really. Because they would be meaning destroying Ironfist, and that's not really true. Unless I'm gonna be reading up differently on it. And maybe they are still all kinds of relevant, and then in the end, they just elect Ironfist as the winner. Who knows? But nonetheless, Ironfist are the rulers, so that's kind of what you're following through here. And next week, it's probably gonna be different, the starting time for the stream. So we're gonna be probably heading into the earliest start after 17 GMT. Next week, next Monday. Or how's it actually looking with the time changes? Let me check, because it's last in October. Oh yeah, it's actually end of the summertime here. So it's not gonna be 17, it's gonna be 18 GMT. It's gonna be after 18 GMT, but not the later one. Not the later stream. And that means, well, then I guess that I hope that you enjoyed today. If you're gonna be, of course, interested in more, then next week is gonna be continuing. Then Wednesday, as usual, Age of Mythology, and Thursday, we're gonna be still continuing with the Diablo 1 playthrough. And of course, you can also follow on YouTube for the past streams. Maybe you can hang out and check the chat about games, especially the older ones, or anything that we stream, or maybe even some other ones. Some suggestions I see, for example, had from Kingy today on Discord. All the links are below the stream, so feel free to visit if you are like-minded. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Blackadder at Blackadder's Plays. Hope you enjoyed, and see you later.